What is good, Sixer Nation, Sixer Sickos? It's your boy DFJ Hoops. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos released on this channel. Before I get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to DJ Eastwood, running back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. He says he's never had an intro, but that sounded like an intro to me. But huge shout out to him. He came up with the term Sixer Sickos, and if I'm going to use it or if I say it, I have to give him his credit. So huge shout out to him, one of the biggest Sixers content creators on these YouTube streets. Keep doing your thing. But let's talk some 76ers basketball. Let's talk about Buddy Hield. Let's analyze what he's done for the Sixers so far and what he could potentially do for the Sixers in the very near future. So as y'all remember, the Sixers got Buddy Hield in the trade at the trade deadline by sending 3 second-round draft picks, in addition to Marcus Morris Sr., Philly native, and Furkan Korkmaz to the Indiana Pacers for Buddy Hield. Now, in the beginning, I wasn't really too sold on this move because I didn't think that the move put the Sixers with some of the top contenders in the Eastern Conference, like the Boston Celtics or maybe the Knicks. But Buddy Hield has been proving me wrong, and Buddy Hield is showing every 76er fan that he's not just a player that can shoot the basketball, but he's a more all around offensive player than people give him credit for. Now, let's analyze his stats. Let's talk about the games he played in. Let's talk about his stats and what he could potentially do for the Sixers. So, in the 4 games that he's played in, now I know people are going to say, oh, it's only 4 games, but it's only 4 games and it's a small sample size, but this is all we have. So, this is what we have to go by. So in the 4 games that he's played in, he's averaging 22.3 points, 4 rebounds, and surprisingly, he's averaging 7.5 assists, shooting 52% from the field, 45% from the 3 point line on 10 attempts, and he's shooting 75% from the free throw line. Now that the free throws is a little bit, I mean, there's context that goes with it because he's only attempted 4 free throws and he missed one. So he made 3 and missed one. So that's why his free throw percentage is 75%. But as the season goes on, as time goes on, as the volume of the free throws go up, his free throw percentage will definitely go up. But he's showing us that he's not just a player that can shoot the ball. He's an all-around offensive player. And what do I mean? Is that he can put the ball on the floor, he can initiate the offense, he can operate in the pick and roll, and he can dish out to open shooters. In addition to him shooting, he can also finish at the basket through contact or without contact. And one of the games that stick out to me was against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he was really operating in the pick and roll with Paul Reed, and he would bring out Jared Allen to the basket. I mean, to the top of the key, and take advantage of him and drive past him and go to the basket and finish with either hand. And when I was watching that, I was really surprised because all I've ever known Buddy Hield was he was a shooter. He was a high volume shooter, and I didn't really think that he could, put the ball on the floor and get to the basket as much as he was doing in some of these games. And in addition to that, he's also been a very good playmaker, and that really shocked everybody because people didn't really think that he was good as a playmaker. Against the Miami Heat, he gave he dished out 10 assists and he was making some good reads because he was going off in the first half. But Eric Spoelstra, being the great coach that he is, realized that Buddy Hield could definitely take over this game. So he made the adjustment. And every time he got the basketball at the top of the key, he would send doubles at him. He would blitz him. And Buddy Hield was just making the right basketball play every single time, hitting skip passes, delivering some good pocket passes to Paul Reed to finish at the basket and, getting rid of the basketball at the important time and not holding too long onto the basketball to get stripped. So he was making some good plays and he's getting some few turnovers. So, but he's primarily known as a shooter. So people don't really give him credit for his playmaking ability, his ability to go to the basket, his ability to finish through contact, get and ones and stuff like that. So he's been so good for us offensively, but the only issue is he's not that good of a defender. Now, Buddy Hield has not been known as a defender ever in his career. Not with the Kings, not with the Pacers, not with the Pelicans. He's never been a defender, but I believe that playing under Nick Nurse and playing in the Nick Nurse system, Nick Nurse is known as a defensive minded coach, and I believe that if he plays for Nick Nurse a little bit longer, he'll definitely be able to buy into Nick Nurse's defensive system, and Nick Nurse is going to be able to put Buddy Hield in situations where he's not exposed a lot on the perimeter. And this would take time. It's not a 1 or 2 game thing. I think this would take time, and especially with everybody on the floor, Buddy Hield will be a much better, improved defensive player in Nick Nurse's system. Now he's never played defense, like I said, so it looks a little bit horrible. He gets abused on the perimeter a lot, and he's not good defensively. But as time goes on, I think he would definitely buy into Nick Nurse's system and be a good defender. Now, on offense, he's great. On offense, he's great. He can shoot the ball very good with the best of them. He's probably one of the best 3-point shooters in the league today. I think he's top 5. But with his ability to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket, and make a play, I think that would definitely take a lot of pressure from Maxey, because Maxey draws a lot of attention, and teams like to play a lot of box and one. They zone up and play box and one to kind of like stop Maxey from beating them. So with Buddy Hield in the starting lineup, I definitely think he's a starter. I don't think he's going to come off the bench. So with him in the starting lineup, with his ability to, put the ball on the floor and make a play, I think that takes a lot of pressure off of Maxey, and Nick Nurse can utilize Maxey and some off-ball actions, and run some screen actions for Maxey, some pin down, some flares, some floppy actions for Maxey to come off of to get off a lot of threes. And with Buddy Hield, if Joel comes back, I don't know if he's going to return or not, but if Joel returns, Buddy Hield is going to get a lot of 3-point opportunities, because Embiid commands a lot of attention. And with that attention, that leaves a lot of open shooters on the perimeter. So Buddy Hield is going to get a ton of open shots, and all he would have to do is knock those shots down. Now, if Embiid comes back and everybody's healthy, now I don't believe that Buddy Hield is going to average 22 points. I think his averages are going to go down. His shot attempts are going to go down. His time of possessions will also go down. I don't think he would have the ball in his hands as much as he's had it in these past 4 games. So these are my thoughts on Buddy Hield. Whatever you guys think, you can leave your thoughts right down below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, you can hit the like button, and you can share this video with a few of your friends. But until next time, peace.